Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Now, I will say this, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so when I found out that they were releasing yet another Spider-Man series, you know I was on board.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, honestly, this one was really good, like the storytelling, everything, just the animation style, just peak. I think for the animation style, it was more like a 1960s, 70s type of feel to it with, you know, a little bit of high-end CGI added onto it. So I think it appealed to both new and old viewers. It just all around just captivated the detail and the action and everything just perfectly. And I really like how this series kind of portrayed the aspects of community, hence the word neighborhood Spider-Man, you know, because it's just like you see him like at the beginning of the series fighting common crooks and things of that nature, you know, talking to different people throughout the community. He kind of knows his way around the area, kind of a more camaraderie aspect that we really don't see in most iterations. On top of that, I really believe that even side characters had pretty decent screen time as far as their backstories, you know, such as Harry, Nico, and Lincoln, which we all know later on turns into Tombstone. It's just interesting to see the dynamics of these characters and then the backstories too that are very in-depth, which again, most other Spider-Man series really don't touch on as much. What I also found really interesting was that they made references to the MCU. For example, they mentioned the invasion from Avengers 1, and they also mentioned Ultron from Avengers 2 when he did that thing with the giant rock and everything like that. So it was kind of cool how they incorporated MCU aspects to like the series, which kind of begs the question, are they gonna try to incorporate that? I don't know, maybe. Let me know what y'all think. What was really crazy though was when we found out that Peter Parker's dad is actually alive. Now I know that sounds crazy because again, in most other versions, we get the fact or the idea that his parents are presumably dead. But in this case, his father is alive and well. So I find it kind of interesting how they kind of put that in there, given that we're announced the next season. I kind of want to see how far they go in depth with how that's going, you know, story wise, because I'm kind of interested to know how they do that. One thing that was kind of crazy that I didn't exactly like though is the fact that Norman Osborn figured out Spider-Man's secret identity within like the first 2 episodes. Like we know comic book wise, lore wise, he finds out later on in Spider-Man's career, but this kind of felt like, you know, kind of out of place. Like the way he caught him and how they just ran with it was kind of just like, oh, okay, that doesn't really tie into anything. So I'm interested to see how this particular series portrays later on, considering the fact that their history in the comics is a bit more complicated than that, you know, given everything that we know. But overall, do I recommend? Yes, like absolutely. I would definitely recommend you go check this series out. It's really good. And you know what? It brings a new kind of dynamic to the idea of Spider-Man. Very different, very interesting, something in which we really have not seen as far as, you know, the Spider-Man franchise. But anyway, you guys, that is the end of the video. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Maz. We out.